What is the easiest video editing software for a beginner? That's a great question because video editing software can get out of control mighty quickly. Hopefully we're going to get you started on something today, quite frankly. By the end of this video, you're going to pretty much figure out what's going to be best for you. I'll give you some pros and cons of a whole bunch of different kind of software, what's going to serve you best, certain things to consider when you're picking a software, what is it going to be for, and stuff like that. And then, most importantly, cost. There's a bunch of it out there, and you're going to be surprised, some powerhouses that you're going to get very inexpensively. Can you say free? Coming up next. I'm Nick Natarella with AdWise Creative, been doing audio for over 25 years, and now this whole video podcast thing has just blown up, and I'm so glad to see it because it's going to be great for business owners like yourself that are going to venture into the whole video YouTube channel thing. But it can seem a little bit overwhelming, to say the very least, the software when it comes to editing. Things can get out of control when it comes to stuff like that, but let's sort through some of the key elements right now. Video editing software comes in a wide range of complexity and capability and price, depending on what you need it to do and how you want to do it and how much you want to spend to get it done. Now, as far as complexity is concerned, feel free, and I wholeheartedly recommend starting with the editing software that you probably have in your pocket. It's in your cell phone, your smartphone. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of video editing software programs. Some probably came preloaded. There are thousands more that you can probably download, some free, some for an extra $5. Absolutely crazy what they can do. But it's a great way to get started because you start to learn the principles behind the video editing. There's a little bit more than just cutting flubs. So now that you got your mistake out of the way, how do you make this match up with this and keep going so you have a continuous video? Little touches like that, you're going to start to pick up and you're going to start to realize, ooh, that was harsh, I didn't like that. So what are you going to do to correct it? So little things like that, you will actually be getting an education within an education just by simply doing. And I cannot stress enough to just jump in and do. But the first question is, what are you going to be using it for? Are you going to be doing like shorts and reels, or are you going to be doing full-length video, anything between 10, 12, 15 minutes or longer? Full featured stuff. Depending on what you want to do, that may dictate what you use. I really wouldn't be shooting long form content on my phone with the intention of using the phone editor. I personally would keep, say, my reels and my shorts to my phone to use that phone editing. You can certainly film long form content with your phone, but then I personally would want to do my long form editing on my computer with a full-fledged editor. Now, some of the other shortcuts that it's going to teach you is, say, color correction. Color correction is simply known as filters. The filters that you're applying to the video, that's the same as color correcting in an upscale, full-blown program. When you're used to the process, when you see the results, when you understand what that's for, it's going to be very easy to transfer to a much more complex, much more feature-rich program and do a lot more with it. Now, truth be told, I have never used a video app on my phone. There's my confession. The reason being is because I've been editing audio for so long on a multi-track editor, making that shift to video and adding a few extra tracks was not intimidating to me at all. I understood the process. And besides, the whole bottom half of the program in a video editor is the audio. I lived there. That's the part that I already knew. Their version of it was just learning different clicks and different stuff and different menus, but the applications and the process were still there. Adding the video was not intimidating to me. If this is something that you've never done before, I cannot stress enough, don't think of it as like Hollywood editing, and don't think that people are going to look down on you for starting on your phone. Phones are incredible nowadays. They do a lot. So feel free to start with the apps that are right there on your phone. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel for your business, or maybe a podcast for your company, or maybe a blog, an influencer blog in your industry just for your company, be sure to like and subscribe. That's the kind of stuff that we cover here so you can promote your company and grow your business, hopefully by leaps and bounds, with some of the hottest technology going today. So be sure to like and subscribe and don't miss a single episode. Some other things that are going to come up in the phone apps. You ever seen the stickers that you can add? The little cartoon graphics and stuff like that? Well, that's the same as lower thirds or frames or templates or something like that that you can put on your videos. They're all there. There's certain things that you can embellish the videos with and have fun with. They just get bigger and better the higher up you start to go up the video editing chain. Now, a slight caution. What comes with more capability is also rabbit holes. You can go down some rabbit holes and really get lost forever. In fact, I was just showing a friend of mine some tips and tricks and stuff like that with DaVinci Resolve. I personally use DaVinci Resolve as my video editor. I showed her a couple things, and sure enough, she ran off and didn't get any work done the rest of the day because she was now playing with DaVinci Resolve all day long. It's easy to get sucked into these things because there are thousands and thousands of options. Now, for a video like this, I'm going to do something very, very simple. Quite frankly, there are only like 5 or 10 things that you really need to do. There are 5 or 10 styles of editing and maybe some audio and color correction. I know one color correction trick, okay? The whole color correction page, I give it like that blank chicken stare. I accidentally click on it and I'm like, what the heck is this? That's not my department, but I do know one little trick in color correction that will take me a long way. So every once in a while I use it. But the editing, and especially the sound, the phrase out in Hollywood is a movie is 51% audio, or they'll say it's 80% audio. Either way, they're giving the nod, they're giving the advantage to the audio. Now, if it's that important to YouTube or video, imagine how important audio is to your podcast. It's all audio. So it's really critical that you do get the audio right, whether it's with microphones or with backups or whatever it's going to end up being. Be sure that your audio is crisp and clear. One other little cliche that we like to use in the voiceover business, any type of voiceover recording is 10% microphone, 90% room treatment. I'm sure you've seen pictures of studios where there's foam on the wall and stuff like that. Yeah, that's critical when it comes to recording your audio. Treating the room and making sure there's no extra echo or reverb or vibration coming around and just totally turning your audio to mud. So treat the room if you can. That can be a significant investment, or just hanging up some blankets will certainly help. But no matter what it is as far as the video editing software is concerned, you're gonna wanna do more. And that's where things can get a little crazy and a little hairy. I would love to do stuff in the color correction page. I would love to do even more in the motion graphics page. Now there's a rabbit hole that'll suck you in big time, motion graphics. But I'm not messing with those just yet. Right now, those would really suck my time and I don't want to lose it right now. I am in content creation mode. So I'm telling you, there are some programs out there that have a lot of bells and whistles, but you don't need to use all those bells and whistles. And to get you started, I have a free guide for you for free software. It's a double free, a free guide for free software. There are a whole bunch of video editing programs. This would be like the computer or the laptop or something like that, not your phone, but for your computer that are free for editing video. There's a link in the description down below. You can click on it right now and get your copy of the free video editing software guide right now. Get started this afternoon if you want. I'm Nick Natarella with AdWise Creative. Thank you for watching.